Good morning, doctors. Thank you so very much for being here on the Val DeRebe Show live out of Dallas, Texas. Good morning, Dr. Trimble. Good morning, Dr. Westbrook.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
I'm excited to talk with you. I just finished a 2-week pet sitting job. I don't know how people do that, okay? It's such a hard job. But I understand why parents have to be prepared and have their pets prepared for a disaster. So I can start with you, Dr. Trimble. Why should parents have a disaster preparedness in place for their pets?
As you noted, there's no denying the bond between people and their pets. We're often not thinking about an unexpected emergency, especially as it pertains to our pets. In 2024 already, and even right now, we've seen examples of disasters that can come up all of a sudden. So as we think about our emergency plans, we definitely are reminded to include our pets. At Hills Pet Nutrition, we are committed to doing everything we can to keeping pets and their families together. We've created a one-of-a-kind network called the Hills Pet Disaster Relief Network to help communities during this time of need with nutrition for their animals. September is National Preparedness Month. We've teamed up with the Houston SPCA in order to provide reminders and resources for pet families and help them prepare during times of an unexpected emergency or disaster.
Very good. Dr. Westbrook, I'd like to ask you, if someone is making a pet emergency kit, what should be included?
A pet emergency kit is so important. And one of the most important things about it is to make it ahead of time before the disaster happens. So in terms of the items that should be in there, you want to have two major categories of items. The first category is essential items, those essential items for your pet's health. For example, you want to have at least 3 days supply of food and water for your pet. Always have that in your pet emergency kit. You also want to make sure that you're carrying your pet's medications. If you have a pet that has an injury or illness and their veterinarian has prescribed medications, you want to make sure that you can keep those in the pet emergency kit so your pet does not have an interruption in their treatment. And then you also want to make sure that your pet stays close to you in an emergency. So having a safety harness and a leash so that your pet is always connected to you, along with a travel carrier, can be very important. And then finally, for essentials, there's always a possibility that as you're traveling, your pet can become unexpectedly injured. Working with your family veterinarian or your local animal shelter, you can put together a first aid kit that contains some supplies like bandaging materials and antibacterial wipes to help to provide some basic emergency care if your pet gets injured. And then finally, we want our pets to be comfortable. Traveling can be stressful. So just having toys, a blanket, or their favorite treats can actually be a really good, comfortable thing that you can provide for them in an emergency.
Okay, Dr. Westbrook, while I've got you, I want to ask you this. I live in Texas, but my roots are in New Orleans. I still have family there. They yesterday went through severe weather once again, usually water. What are the safety tips should families and their pets be looking toward?
That's a great question. You're exactly right. We're always preparing during hurricane season down in the South for flooding events. And so one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you plan ahead for places that you can evacuate to that welcome pets and families. That way you can stay connected to your pet. So that could be calling family, friends, hotels, Airbnbs, whatever you need to make sure that you have a place for your family to go ahead of time. It's also important to make sure that you keep your pets, a photo of your pet with you. And most importantly, make sure that you know where to find your pet if you have to evacuate very quickly, because sometimes during hurricanes and flooding, your pets may get scared. They may go into the closet, under the bed. You want to be able to find them very quickly. So yes, we deal with those floods a lot here. And so having a plan ahead of time is going to be key.
That's perfect. Dr. Trimble, over the past decade, how has the Hill Disaster Relief Network supported their partners like the Houston SPCA and responded directly to families in crisis? It sounds like the Red Cross to me, but for pets.
Similar concept, yes. I am proud to say that over the past decade, Hills has donated over 3.9 million pounds of pet food to organizations like the Houston SPCA for distribution to communities during their times of need. But we didn't just stop there. Additionally, Hills has provided over 1.5 million pounds of food to area food pantries to distribute during times of need or when a family is having some pet food insecurities.
I want my audience to know that Dr. Westbrook is an experienced, motivated, and passionate veterinarian, and Dr. Trimble is a graduate of the University of Missouri College of Veterinary Medicine. I want to thank you both for being such great representatives of women, what we can do when we succeed, and I want to thank you for your passion for pets. Dr. Trimble, where do we go to find more information?
You can go to hillspet.com/prepareyourpet.
Doctors, ladies, thank you so much for being my guest on the Valder Beebe Show. You made my day, and I'm going to be more prepared next time for my 2-week sitting notice.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.